It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake. Here's Griffin. And the pressure getting to RG3. He's brought down for the sack. Marcus Peters came screaming in on the corner blitz.
Well, how about that? The defense's first sack. It doesn't come from one of the usual suspects up front. It comes from the secondary.
Yeah, I think they caught the quarterback off guard a little bit because he wasn't able to account for the possibility of that blitz and change the blocking assignments. He comes through and puts him on the ground.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They'll roll him out right, and he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right and a yard.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes?
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? It was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How are we going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
for as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards and just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you look at the next-gen stats, you'll see that he topped out at an even 21 miles an hour.
So they went for two and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Play action. Now Griffin. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. To throw is RG3.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
And a fresh start for DeAndre Swift and his teammates with this brand-new coaching staff. And they believe he can be a 3-down back. They want to get him in space against linebackers. 46 catches his rookie year. They expect that number to get into the 60s.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. They go play action with Griffin. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Intended receiver there was Quintez Cephas.
And it's second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On second down, Swift.
And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Man open left side, it's Williams. Touchdown, Detroit! Tyrell Williams. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have tied it. If they hit the extra point, they'll have the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last...
Got a man, complete! And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. Throwing now, Jackson on first down.
They set up the screen for Gabbins.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Rolling to his left. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a first down.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. On first down, it's Edwards. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Gus Edwards, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have retaken the lead.
A pretty well-executed run. They were telling us yesterday, Charles, they were hoping to get everybody in sync, the line, the backs, and everybody looked in sync on that play.
They were in sync, and the field tilted. And that's where we get the term running downhill, because when you've got that kind of momentum and everyone's doing it properly as you just described, it does feel like they are coming from downhill to you as a defender, and that is really hard to stop.
Justin Tucker, the kickoff for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing. The ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to do of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Now left side on the swing pass. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And the pressure getting to RG3. He's brought down for the sack.
A man who has done this a lot, Justin Houston, in there to record the sack.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Griffin.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath.
And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
The Lions on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
He gets this complete to Cephas.
And he's got this down to the 35. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now this throw caught left side. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. On the handoff, this is Swift. And they'll get this down to the 10. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back, and sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10". And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very...
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. RG3 with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Lions have tied it. If they hit the extra point, they'll have the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And after the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Play action. It's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They go play action now. Jackson rolling to his right. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Play action. Now Jackson. Flush to his right. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. They'll run with Dobbins. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
3rd and goal from the 6.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal.
4th and Justin Tucker on for the field goal. 21-yard attempt.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Griffin.
He'll find Swift out of the backfield.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On 1st down, Griffin. Open man, he's got him to tight end Hockenson. And he's got this down to the 35. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the shotgun, Griffin.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 11 yards there, just like last play. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Zane Gonzalez on for the field goal. A 42-yard attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line.
Well, for Lamar Jackson, we know all about how dangerous he is running the football, but he can really sling it as well, and he connects on a big one there. They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially. It's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 29-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted.
Picked off at the 24. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
After the interception, here's Griffin. And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Griffin. He'll buy some time right. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third. They'll try and run here with Swift. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Griffin. Eluding the pressure right.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Intended receiver there was Quintez Cephas.
That'll bring up 2nd down. Griffin. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Trying to drop one in, but it's incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hockenson, but it'll be 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Griffin.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
Gonzalez's kick is good.
And they add on and get a little bit of a cushion. It's 20-16 now.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
On the return, Devin Duvernay. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. They go play action with Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Here's Griffin to throw. And this will be caught. Tyrell Williams. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Here's a handoff to Swift. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Griffin on the move to his left. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Griffin. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. First interception he's thrown on the season. New town, new receivers, still probably trying to get in sync with everyone.
And you just know that he's not going to say, hey, I'm just getting started with these guys. We're still working on it. But there definitely is an element to it. I don't care how many OTAs, how many mini camps, preseason. There's nothing like game speed. They're still working up to it.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
When they put the ball in J.K. Dobbins' chest and he carries it, he runs with a lot of determination and aggressiveness. Just one start last year as a rookie, but still managed 805 yards and 9 touchdowns. I think he's ready for a big year 2 leap. Now the lead runner for the Baltimore Ravens.
They'll run on first down. It's Edwards. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
On first down, it's Edwards. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's the Pro Bowler Jamie Collins that makes the stop. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Out to his left. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
And Edwards trying to push forward, but unsuccessful. They stop him short of the marker.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
They're going for it with Dobbins.
And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. 60 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
From the gun, here's Swift.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 25 yards that time.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the Ravens' 45-yard line.
To throw is RG3.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off right around the 43. 20, 10, 5. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. What a play. The big man comes up with the interception. Puts together, Charles, a nice little return, too.
Yeah, he's not going to make anybody forget Darrell Green or Rod Woodson, but look at him lug that thing. He decided it was his. A lot of people might have thought about lateraling it there. No shot. Trying to take it the distance.
Dobbins.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
Edwards. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Well, the drive starts with a completion left side. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14. Off the play fake, here's Griffin. He's got Perriman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And Brashad Perriman's in his 6th NFL season. The Lions already his 5th team. He did have 30 catches last year with the New York Jets, but here in Detroit, hoping to recreate the magic his father created. Brett was quite the receiver for Detroit in his day. Played there 6 years and over 1,000 yards twice. A first down catch for the younger Perriman.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Play action, now Griffin. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Steps away to his left. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Trey Flowers gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops it behind the line of scrimmage. 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. They lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Griffin.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
It's Chuck Clark picking it off. Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts an end to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again. Well, that's asking.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown.
Marquise Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Ravens are looking to make it 2 straight as they...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 22.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. And they will take a knee here. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Ravens, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Lions, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears.